In the top stories, Prime Minister reaffirms commitment to St. Kitts and Nevis's transformation during OECS meeting. St. Kitts and Nevis Foreign Minister Douglas discusses strengthening allyship with Taiwan and government to introduce 2 new bills at National Assembly on Friday. The details on these stories and more after the break.
No frills, just great prices, only at Courts. We don't just talk about it, we got it. Shop and save big on appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. Great deals on mattresses, plus free gift with purchase of selected Ashley items. Plus, with Ready Finance, get it now, pay later. No fine print and no tricks, only at Courts. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply. Offer runs from 25th February to 24th March 2025.
It's something that you can't put into words. A buzz in the air. From the time you wake up, you're ready to go. The freedom, the fantasy, the fete. To know it is to live it and love it. You have to experience it. If you know, you know. Angostura White Oak Rum. New look, same vibes inside.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Major Newscast. I am Scotty Sia Hendrickson. Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Terence Drew reaffirmed his government's commitment to the transformation of St. Kitts and Nevis in an address to nationals in St. Martin during the 76th meeting of the OECS Authority. The Prime Minister shared key updates on the country's progress in several sectors, including energy, water security, agriculture, healthcare, digital transformation, and national security, aligning with the Federation's Sustainable Island State agenda. Dr. Drew declared St. Kitts and Nevis is really on the move. We are doing well in St. Kitts and Nevis. Among the major advancements, he highlighted the push for energy independence through the development of geothermal energy, the construction of 2 desalination plants to secure water access, and a large-scale agricultural project, including a 100-acre farm in partnership with Tabasco that will create 300 jobs. In healthcare, the Prime Minister announced the forthcoming construction of a climate-smart hospital and reiterated the government's commitment to providing free medical care for children in need of critical treatment. Dr. Drew also revealed plans for a fully digital national ID system, allowing Diaspora nationals to access government services remotely, such as passport applications and property tax payments. On national security, the Prime Minister celebrated the country's historic progress, noting that 2025 has seen the quietest period in the past 23 years with no gun violence so far. Encouraging continued diaspora engagement, Dr. Drew emphasized that nationals could contribute to the country's development no matter where they are in the world. This meeting reinforced the government's dedication to involving the diaspora in the ongoing transformation of St. Kitts and Nevis, strengthening national unity and collaboration for the Federation's continued progress. On Tuesday, March 18th, the President of the Republic of China, Taiwan, Lai Ching-te, met with Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Right Honorable Dr. Denzil L. Douglas, in Taiwan to discuss deepening the partnership between the 2 countries. Douglas reaffirmed the government's commitment to speaking up for Taiwan as they deserve a voice and a seat among peers in international organizations. President Lai Ching-te thanked St. Kitts and Nevis for actively speaking up for Taiwan and supporting Taiwan's participation at international venues and organizations, including the United Nations General Assembly, the World Health Organization, and the International Civil Aviation Organization. In support of St. Kitts and Nevis's Sustainable Island State Agenda, President Lai Ching-te stated, quote, "I also believe that by having Taiwan share its experiences in renewable energy and energy-saving technologies, our two countries will jointly drive green industrial transformation and stimulate sustainable development together," end quote. The trip included the 2025 St. Kitts and Nevis Trade and Investment Promotion Seminar, a meeting with students, a trip to Taiwan, power company, and other meetings and events. The order papers has been issued for a sitting of the National Assembly to be held at the National Assembly Chambers Government Headquarters, Bastille, on Friday, March 21st, 2025 at 10 a.m. Notice has been given. 2 bills will receive their first reading, while 3 are slated for second reading. The government's Good Governance legislative agenda continues as it commits itself to transparency, accountability, and the rule of law. The Honorable Prime Minister and Minister responsible for Finance, National Security, Citizenship and Immigration, Healthcare, and Social Security, Dr. Terence Drew, will seek leave to introduce and have read a first time the bill entitled Income Tax Amendment Bill 2025. In addition, the Honorable Senator and Minister responsible for Sustainable Development, Environment, and Climate Action and Constituency Empowerment, Dr. Joel Clark, will seek leave to introduce and have read a first time the bill entitled Plastic Waste Reduction Bill 2025. The Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew will then move the second reading of the Income Tax Amendment Bill 2025, while the Honorable Senator Dr. Clark will move the second reading of the Plastic Waste Reduction Bill 2025. Meanwhile, the Attorney General and Minister responsible for Justice and Legal Affairs, Gath Wilkin, will move the second reading of the bill entitled Integrity in Public Life Amendment Bill 2025. The bill had its first reading on February 27, 2025. The National Assembly will be carried live on ZIZ Radio 96 FM and participating radio stations. It can also be viewed live on TV Channel 5 in St. Kitts, Channel 98 in Nevis. It will also be streamed live at www.zizonline.com. After the break, St. Kitts and Nevis Diaspora recognized as most loyal in the Caribbean, and Kim Collins Stadium to benefit youth of the Federation. Stay with us.
Are you tired of Wi-Fi dead zones in your home? The Cable has the ultimate solution with our whole home Wi-Fi coverage. Say goodbye to frustrating signal drops and hello to seamless connectivity in every corner of your home. No more
Mom, my tablet's not working in my bedroom. My game is freezing, Daddy.
or WhatsApp calls dropping as you walk around the house. So many people struggle with dead zones and restricted Wi-Fi, and the Cable has the answer. Enjoy full blanket increased Wi-Fi coverage with installation in 48 hours or less. Whole home Wi-Fi coverage is here. Get the whole family connected today. Come in or call the Cable at 465-2588 to get your whole home Wi-Fi boost installed. The Cable, always giving you more. Terms and conditions apply.
Here are your Horseland Value Mart IGA special.
Roaming March 6 to March 19th.
Now, our Value Club Blue Tag special. Quaker Captain Crunch cereals, just $13.79 each. Sunny Delight, smooth and tangy, $6.99. Blue Bunny ice cream, $22.99. Old El Paso tortilla shells, $9.99. Essential Everyday frozen fruit, $16.99. Gain dish liquid, just $8.49. And now our very low weekly
Value deals. Old Orchard apple juice cocktails, $9.99. Bugles, Chex Mix, and Gordetto snacks, $13.99. Wishbone salad dressing, $12.99. AM toothpaste, $4.99. Almond Breeze, almond milk, $9.99. Bio 5 shampoo and conditioner, $5.99. Shop smart, shop value mart. Tell them in Spanish.
Sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en Value Mart.
Healthwise on ZIZ TV, Mondays at 8:30 p.m. Hosted by Dr. Monique Lescott, Dr. Jolette Woodley, and Dr. Patrice Lawrence.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends, who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we're redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. Flow customers claim $600 in gift cards when you add internet to your postpaid plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
Welcome back. During a special meeting with nationals of St. Kitts and Nevis residing in St. Martin, Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Terence Drew underscored the invaluable contributions of the diaspora and emphasized the government's commitment to deeper engagement. The Prime Minister, who is currently in St. Martin for the 76th meeting of the OECS Authority, shared insights from a recent United Nations study which revealed that the most loyal diaspora group in the Caribbean hails from St. Kitts and Nevis. The Prime Minister noted that this finding is a testament to the strong national pride and unwavering connection that Kittitians and Nevisians maintain with their homeland. However, he stressed the need for the engagement to go beyond sentimental ties and extend to tangible contributions that support the nation's development. Prime Minister Drew highlighted that St. Kitts and Nevis nationals have made a profound impact in St. Martin, particularly in business, academia, and community development. His conversation with President of the University of St. Martin, Dr. Antonio Camora Bears, reaffirmed this, as Dr. Bears acknowledged the excellence of Kittitians and Nevisians in education and entrepreneurship. The government's efforts to strengthen diaspora engagement are not just about inviting nationals back for elections, but about fostering long-term, meaningful contributions. As St. Kitts and Nevis advances its sustainable island state agenda, Prime Minister Drew assured nationals that new avenues will be created for them to invest, participate, and shape the future of their homeland. Minister of Sport, the Honorable Samuel Duggins, says that the nation's youth will benefit greatly from the completion of the Kim Collins Stadium in Bird Rock. One of the goals of the Minister of Sport is setting up elite training programs to produce top-quality athletes for the Federation, and he believes having a top-class track and field facility will go a long way in accomplishing that vision.
Once you have a world-class facility, then your youth athletes would then recognize and perform even better. You're standing on the surface. When I walk on the surface, I myself feel like, like I'm ready to run. And indeed, that helps the athletes to perform better. And that, even just from psychological development, when you look at a quality surface, you get anxious to want to give up your best. And then knowing that that surface also protects you, because that was another thing that we had to look at, the protection of our athletes.
He adds the completed track and field at Kim Collins Stadium is something needed by the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis as we continuously seek to improve our athletics performances, even as he puts pressure on those working on the facility to get it done.
They understand the passion because the country wants this facility. This is our premier track facility. The country wants it. And as a minister, I want it. But at the end of the day, I'm not a worker. I could only push the workers. They understand the challenges that they have. And so they communicate that to me. And I'm trying to communicate that to the general public.
Work at the Kim Collins Stadium continues with the laying of the track underway. In other local news, 3 individuals in St. Kitts and Nevis have formally been charged with various offenses including drug possession, intent to supply, and firearm-related crimes, following recent investigations by the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force. Lennox Smith of Keon was charged with possession of a controlled drug, specifically methamphetamine or ecstasy, and possession with intent to supply on March 14, 2025. These offenses stemmed from an incident on March 13, 2025 at Uddigut St. Peter's, St. Kitts. Smith was charged at the Bastille Police Station following the investigation. In a separate case, Levon J. Liebert, also of Keon, was charged with possession of cannabis with intent to supply. The offense occurred on March 3, 2025, and Liebert was charged shortly thereafter at the Bastille Police Station. Additionally, Glenroy Samuel of Connery faces charges of possession of a firearm and possession of ammunition. The charges stemmed from an incident on March 13, 2025 in Connery. Samuel was formally charged on March 15, 2025 at the Bastille Police Station. Coming up in regional news, Antigua and Barbuda clarifies no U.S. travel ban in place. Stay with us.
It's the sale you've been waiting for, happening now. Discounts galore at your favorite Hosford store. Hosford's Furniture and Appliances, Ashley's Furniture Home Store, Hosford's Building and Nevis Centers, and Hosford's Auto Parts and Accessories. Get ready for discounts galore. Store discounts, big discounts, small discounts, VAT discounts, and more. We're slashing prices with at least 4% VAT off and up to 20% off store-wide on furniture, appliances, auto parts, building materials, and hardware, and so much more. Discounts galore across all Hosford stores. And that's not all. Customer discounts and even Value Club member savings mean the deals just keep getting better. Whether you're upgrading your home, tackling your next project, or fixing your ride, Hosford has you covered. Take advantage of the discounts galore at all Hosford stores today. At Hosford's Furniture and Appliances, Ashley's Furniture Home Store, Hosford's Building and Nevis Centers, and Hosford's Auto Parts and Accessories. Hurry in! These offers won't last long. Don't miss out on the biggest savings of the year. Visit any Hosford store now and start saving with discounts galore in every store. Big deals, big savings, and more. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you tired of Wi-Fi dead zones in your home? The Cable has the ultimate solution with our whole home Wi-Fi coverage. Say goodbye to frustrating signal drops and hello to seamless connectivity in every corner of your home. No more
Mom, my tablet's not working in my bedroom. My game is freezing, Daddy.
or WhatsApp calls dropping as you walk around the house. So many people struggle with dead zones and restricted Wi-Fi, and the Cable has the answer. Enjoy full blanket increased Wi-Fi coverage with installation in 48 hours or less. Whole home Wi-Fi coverage is here. Get the whole family connected today. Come in or call the Cable at 465-2588 to get your whole home Wi-Fi boost installed. The Cable, always giving you more. Terms and conditions apply.
Meet the Johnson family, living a good life. How are they able to afford all this? By switching their mortgage to National. And you too can take advantage of this great offer. Yes, National Bank's Switch Mortgage will make your dreams a reality with the lowest interest rates guaranteed. You will have more disposable income than ever before. Imagine the possibilities. National Bank Switch Mortgage makes all the difference. Come home to National Bank and get your Switch Mortgage today.
Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply.
In regional news, Antigua and Barbuda's government officials have issued a formal statement today clarifying that there is no travel ban in place affecting movement between the United States and the Twin Island nation. The statement comes in response to recent media speculation about potential travel restrictions. Quote, nationals and legal residents of Antigua, United States, continue to enjoy visa-free entry when traveling to and from Antigua and Barbuda, end quote. The statement emphasized addressing concerns that arose after reports suggested that several Caribbean nations, including Antigua and Barbuda, were in a tiered system for possible travel restrictions, while Cuba and Haiti were reportedly assigned to more severe red and orange tiers, respectively. Antigua and Barbuda was alleged to be in the yellow tier, which would require nations to address security protocols concerns within 60 days. However, the Antiguan government quickly countered these claims, stating that, quote, no such ban has been imposed, nor has the United States government indicated that such a measure is under consideration, end quote. The government also reiterated its strong relationship with authorities and assured travelers to consult official sources for the most accurate information regarding travel. In other regional news, St. Martin's Justice Minister Natalie Tackling has made significant strides to address the backlog of residency permits inherited when she took office. In recent months, Tackling personally processed and validated over 800 residency permits despite staffing shortages and working extended hours. Her ministry has reorganized immigration staffing, implementing a new case management approach that allows officers to oversee applications from start to finish. This approach aims to improve efficiency and ensure transparency for applicants. A key element of Tackling's reforms is a new digital immigration management system, which includes a secure portal for applicants to track their application status in real time. While there have been some technical challenges, such as document upload failures and lost submissions, the ministry is actively working on resolving these issues. For first-time applicants facing difficulties due to processing requirements, a formal dispensation request process has been established. Minister Tackling personally reviews hardship cases, including those involving essential business owners and individuals with established family lives. Despite ongoing challenges, the ministry is committed to reducing the backlog and improving service delivery, with plans for continued updates as reforms progress. Coming up, DOGE officials take leadership role at USAID amid efforts to dismantle agency. We'll have the details when we come back.
In the sun or in the rain, life's a journey, joy and pain. But NCI's here day and night, always here for you, making it right. Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend, always here for you, right here till the very
At National Caribbean Insurance, you are covered and secure. We're your partner, your protector, your peace of mind. So for home, for health, for life, choose NCI because we're always here for you. Always.
Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend. Always here for you. Right here till the very end. Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend. Always here for you. Right here till the very end.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends. So we're putting our money where your loyalty is. Flow customers claim $600 in gift cards when you add internet to your postpaid plan today.
Join us on ZIZ TV for Youth Lounge with Skanaipa, a talk show on vital topics such as tourism, entrepreneurship, education, religion, sex education, and mental health, featuring experts from St. Kitts and Nevis and the Caribbean region. Tune in live on the first and third Wednesday of every month at 8:30 p.m. on ZIZ TV.
In international news, Pete Morocco, a senior official at Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, has assumed a leadership role at the U.S. Agency for International Development, or USAID, according to an internal email obtained by the Associated Press. Morocco, previously a Trump administration political appointee and deputy head of USAID, disclosed the move to staff department. The change comes after DOGE, under Musk's leadership, oversaw significant reductions at USAID, slashing 83% of the agency's contracts and shifting the remaining programs under the State Department. In his email, Morocco announced his new position as head of foreign assistance at the State Department, with department's secretary, Morocco Ribeiro, appointing DOGE official Jeremy Lewin as deputy administrator for policy and programs at USAID, along with Kenneth Jackson as administrator for management and resources. The announcement coincided with a ruling from U.S. District Judge Theodore Chuang, who blocked DOGE from making further cuts to USAID. The judge found that Musk and DOGE lacked constitutional authority to implement such drastic actions without Senate confirmation or electoral approval. The ruling effectively halts many of the agency's dismantling efforts initiated by the DOGE team. In other international news, Israel's military announced Wednesday that it had retaken part of the Nezrarim corridor, a key area dividing northern and southern Gaza, after a ceasefire agreement was shattered by airstrikes on Tuesday that killed over 400 Palestinians, mostly women and children. This development marks a significant escalation, with Israel's defense minister warning that attacks would intensify until Hamas releases hostages and relinquishes control of Gaza. In truce, which had been in place since January, allowed for some humanitarian aid and hostages to be released. However, Israel's renewed military action threatened to reignite full-scale war. The country has already sent more troops to southern Gaza, and the Israeli military continued airstrikes on Wednesday, though a lower intensity. In a related incident, the United Nations reported that one of its employees was killed and 5 others were injured in an apparent strike on a guest house in Gaza. Israel has denied responsibility for the strike, while the UN condemned the targeting of its personnel. With airstrikes continuing, Israeli officials have warned that Palestinians may soon be ordered to evacuate from combat zones, signaling further escalation in the conflict. The resumption of hostilities comes amid growing pressures within Israel over the handling of hostages and the ongoing war. Up next in sports, Keon Rockets and Connery FC remain unbeaten in SKNFA Premier League, and boxing recommended to be included in the 2028 Olympics. Stay tuned.
In the sun or in the rain, life's a journey, joy and pain. But NCI's here day and night, always here for you, making it right. Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend, always here for you, right here till the very
At National Caribbean Insurance, you are covered and secure. We're your partner, your protector, your peace of mind. So for home, for health, for life, choose NCI because we're always here for you. Always.
Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend. Always here for you. Right here till the very end. Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend. Always here for you. Right here till the
First up in sports, Keon Rockets FC remained top of the NBGC SKNA Premiership table with their fourth win from 4 matches this past weekend. Coming up against Sandy Point on Saturday at Warner Park, Keon came away with a 3-0 victory to remain unbeaten and top of the 10-team table. The league's others unbeaten team, Connery FC, edged out Old Road by a 1-0 to maintain second place on the table behind Keon on the goal difference. Third place Village Superstars were big winners on the weekend as they defeated second to place Security Forces by 4-0. Defending champions St. Paul's returned to winning ways with a comprehensive 3-0 victory over Bath United. Meanwhile, St. Peter's got the better of the Mantab by a resounding 5-0 as game day 4 in the league was completed. In other sports news, the International Olympic Committee Executive Board has recommended that boxing be included as the 2028 Games in Los Angeles. The sport was not part of the initial program when it was announced in 2022, but last month, World Boxing was given a provisional recognition as the sport's international governing body. The recommendation will still need to be approved by the LOC at this week's session in Greece, but ongoing IOC President Thomas Bach expects it to be given the green light. The IOC was at loggerheads with the IAB during last year's Olympics in Paris over the participation of 2 boxers, Algerians Imaine Khalif and Taiwan's Ling Yu-ting. The IBA banned the fighters midway through the 2023 World Championship, saying they failed gender eligibility test, but the IOC allowed them to compete and both won gold medals in their weight classes. Last month, the IOC said World Boxing met several key criteria for provisional recognition. When we come back, we'll have another look at the stories that made the headlines.
Yeah, man. Another day in the books. Well, hello there. Ooh, she pretty from head to toe, and are you ready to go? Wait there. Whew. Can't afford to slip up. Not even in my dreams.
Recapping the top stories. Prime Minister reaffirms commitment to St. Kitts and Nevis's transformation during OECS meeting. St. Kitts and Nevis Foreign Minister Douglas discusses strengthening allyship with Taiwan, and government to introduce 2 new bills at National Assembly on Friday. And that brings us to the end of the ZIZ Major Newscast. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Scotty C. Hendrickson.